Okay, I think we're going right now. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Back to business. Today we're talking about our brother Aaron Fletcher out in Sugar Creek, Missouri, was assaulted by race soldiers in retaliation for him going inside of the police precinct asking for a disciplinary record for a police officer. First, I want to say, y'all see the new setup. Y'all see shit kind of looking kind of new, right? I don't know if I can get y'all on the chat. I really want to get y'all on the chat on this one. If I can't, I can't, but I really want to, because the chat going to look like this. If I can get y'all in it. If I can get y'all in the chat, oh Lord, it would be so great. We're gonna try to get y'all on the chat. If we can't, we can't. Y'all can see I've been working on some shit, right? But anyway, our brother Aaron Fletcher was assaulted by racist white supremacist police officers in retaliation for asking for a disciplinary record at a police precinct for a police officer. Evidently, he walked in. And, you know, the process is usually you just, you know, you get a contact form. Because I've went to go get stuff like, I went to file complaints against police. You know, I've done that before. So, you know, for racial and race-based harassment, stalking, things like that, that police like to do. And, you know, they don't usually ask for much. So I'm sure he had a little contact form with his information on his address or whatever, his name or whatever. And from that form, they probably was like, oh, well, we're just going to run this shit while you here. So they ran his information, and they said he had a couple of warrants, or about 4 warrants, they said. They allegedly claim he has some warrants, right? So instead of arresting him right then and there, taking him in for the warrants while he at the station, which is what they usually do. Like if you walk into the DMV, for instance, and you got, you know what I'm saying, like some shit on your record or whatever, you walk into the DMV where they get their, you know, the Department of Motor Vehicles is what it's called, where you get your license or whatever. If you walk in there and you got something on your record, they will arrest you right there. They got the police right there to take you in right there. They don't wait until you get outside. They don't stalk you out in the parking lot. They don't do none of that. So this teller or whoever the fuck the clerk was behind the counter was such a punk that they was just like, well, you know, they were basically a race soldier defender in this case, because I'm sure the police did something for him to be asking for a disciplinary record. Something dirty happened with the police. And this racist, white supremacist, race soldier defender behind the counter was like, oh, okay, well, you finna go try to check us on some dirt. I'm finna pull up your dirt in a retaliatory fashion while he's just executing his right to have some justice or some light shown on some officers that were probably fucking with him. So they said he had warrants. What this sounds like to me is that he has some warrants for some shit that them dirty ass cops probably put into his life. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm thinking. So instead of the police arresting him right then and there or whatever for some warrants that they punk ass little clerks, I'm sure they pulled up right then and there like some dorks. You know what I mean? This is what they did. I want to show y'all what they did instead of just pull up his fucking paperwork there in front of him and be bold and brave and be tough and have some nuts right there in front of them. They didn't have no nuts. There was some punks and some punk bitch motherfuckers right there in front of them. They had to wait and, you know what I mean, and call the Johnny Law after the fact like some punks, right? They couldn't have nuts right then and there, but let me show y'all what they did instead. They called the fucking race soldiers, so let me get it to you. Let's check this stupid ass shit out. Run it back.
I'm not open the door. I'm not armed.
Open it.
It says I'm not armed.
I'm being kidnapped. I'm being kidnapped. I'm being kidnapped. I'm being kidnapped. kidnapped. I'm being kidnapped. Look, I am being kidnapped. Look this. You're recording this. I'm being kidnapped. I haven't done anything wrong. Get out of the car. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm being beaten.
I got him.
Oh, he's beating me. Oh.
Stop resisting.
Oh, I ain't resisting nothing. Oh.
What up, Asada taught me? I see you.
Got another cuff? Yeah, dude.
Hold up.
You
My bad.
You can talk, you can breathe. I got him.
Look at the Latino officer run over there. His name is Contreras. See, there goes your brown-black coalition. All you brown-black coalition people. Y'all see that shit? Oh, but let me back it up a little bit because I had to pull up a screen right quick and shout out to a couple people. See, that's what the chat do. I'm going to take it back a couple steps, a couple paces, y'all, just because I want y'all to see a few things, just how they did this, brother. Let's take it back here.
Got another cuff? Yeah, dude.
All right, first of all, I want y'all to notice this. See this tattoo on this man's wrist? Y'all see that tattoo? Doesn't it look like a blue line? A blue line? You know what I mean? Like, they take this blue line of silence, the blue wall, blue line, they running with that shit. It could be either that or either some racist, white supremacist shit going on besides the race soldiering type shit going on. It could mean some other shit, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. So I want y'all to notice that. I saw the tattoo like, hold up. What? And look at this other officer. He runs over there, folds his legs up. The man is already on the ground. This officer runs over there and folds his legs up like his legs can do anything to the officer. You know what I'm saying? Like his legs can do anything of harm to the officer. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to fold his legs up and basically like in a hog tie position. Usually when cops get you in that kind of position, they usually got some kind of tie where they can tie your fucking wrists to your fucking shoes. And I think that's what this officer was gaming for when he ran over there. But look at how unnecessarily rough they're being is what I want y'all to look at. Look at this shit.
You can talk, you can breathe. I got him.
Contreras,
Hey, you recording this?
punk ass Latino race soldier.
Good, stop resisting.
He says, stop pulling my hair.
I don't resist. I'm not resisting.
They're telling him stop resisting while he's walking to the car. He's walking to the car and they're saying stop resisting while he's walking peacefully to the fucking car. And they're just roughing him around and shoving him around to the car talking about stop resisting. But he's walking to the car. Y'all notice that shit?
Stop.
I'm not resisting.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
That's their code word.
Walk to the
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You don't do what we're telling you. You're resisting.
I'm not resisting. You just kidnapped me. A minute ago.
Check him before he gets in.
Check me. Hey, you gotta stop pulling my hair.
Shut up.
Hey, record this.
I'm gonna shut up and all this shit.
Good.
Can't get kidnapped. We're recording it too. Yep, good. Good.
Turn around.
I'm being kidnapped. Oh, you hit me? You hit me?
Put your legs in.
I can't put my legs in.
Yes,
We've
you
had
can.
this happen before. They had to take my shoes off. Now you gonna kick me? You gonna kick me?
Put your legs
You
in.
see how big my boots is?
It doesn't matter.
Put them in.
Ow!
Put them in.
What you gonna do, punch me?
Yeah. Put them
Go
in.
ahead.
Put them in.
Sam?
He brought that up. It sounds like he's had some sort of altercation with this exact group of police officers before. He's like, yo, what you gonna do? Punch me? Yo, you saw me trying to put my feet in the car before, how hard it was before. He brought up something like that. So it's like, all right, it makes me think he's had some sort of interaction with these exact officers before, and they've been this rough with him before, or somewhere near this type of rough. But this time, it's just, they caught it on tape and it's overboard, and it looks very much retaliatory for him asking for a disciplinary record for the fucking police. So take a look at this shit. These are career race soldiers, career animals.
Record this.
Who you talking to? There's nobody out here, sir.
Yeah, I know you scared it into the house.
Put him in.
Scared into the house.
Yeah.
How am I gonna put him in? You see how bully my
your
fucking-
butt back.
Put
Put
your fucking shoes in. It's not that hard. Just
Yeah,
put your feet in.
Cussing out, calling them all sorts of shit.
You're not under,
You'll get
you're under arrest because you refuse
Talking to
to
him
stop.
all
I
crazy.
didn't refuse to stop.
Yes, sir, you did.
I did not refuse to stop.
Yeah, you're
For what? What did you stop me for anyway? What?
You don't have a driver's license and you're driving without a
You don't
driver's
know who
license.
I am. You don't
We
know
know,
who I
yeah,
am.
we know you don't have a driver's
You don't
license.
know
Just
who
take
I
his
am.
boots off, throw him
I
in
don't
the
need
car.
no right to
That's the
travel.
reason.
I have a right to travel.
You don't have
There you go. Attaboy. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Now put him in.
Attaboy.
Put him in.
Shut my foot in the door.
Okay, that's enough of that punk motherfucker, yo. Okay, so had to pull that up for one quick second, y'all. We had to endure that for the sake of me getting into this story. And you know what's to be said. This is what we call that nonsense. So y'all saw what happened with this fucked up ass stop. Police roughed him around. I point out that tattoo. Y'all gotta watch that. That's the blue line. That's the blue wall showing that it's them against everything that's around the blue wall, around the blue line, right? They run that narrative. And these race soldiers are just out of control. Now, for the brother, it's fucked up that they stalked him out to his car. You saw how they busted out his window? This isn't the first time I've seen a video like this where over a fucking license, over something as simple as a license, these police officers, these race soldiers will bust out your window over a license, right? That's not the first time. I've seen videos like where people get stopped at like checkpoints and shit like that, and them brothers will be on some I don't gotta show you a license type shit. And these motherfuckers will be like, okay, well, we're gonna break out your window and so forth. It's like that's a go-to, right? That's a go-to for these race soldiers out here. That's something for us to just keep in mind. Now, y'all heard the brother say, oh, I'm traveling. I don't need a license to travel. So, and the police officer said, well, we stopped you because we know you're driving without a license. So, how do they know? I mean, probably because of what he went to go ask for, probably has something to do with the warrant, which I think was probably some fake ass warrants that they got over there. Fake ass warrants based off of this type of race soldiering going on. All right, that's when I say fake, that's what I mean. And they probably know some of the paperwork behind it and was like, or probably found out some of the paperwork behind it or got tipped off some of the paperwork behind what he was asking for before they stalked him outside, followed him to his car or whatever. You understand? We know you're driving without a license. That's not some, you know what I mean? Like, if he didn't give you no license, how do you know that he's driving without a license, right? It don't make sense. So, it's that principle first. It makes me say, okay, they on some snarky, snot, being petty, being retaliatory shit about the whole incident of him coming in asking for some paperwork on one of them. All right? So, on top of us noting that they're on some retaliatory bullshit in the street, I want to say to my brothers, all my Moorish brothers, my sovereign brothers, this ain't no type of ragging on y'all. I love y'all. I love my people, period. But y'all got to let anybody who say they down with the sovereign and Moorish movement, let them know, like, look, on the street is not where we're going to be excelling. On the street, we don't win as Moors and sovereign people because, you know, You hear it all the time. You know, I'm common law. I'm traveling under common law. I don't need no license. All of this, and that's probably, you know, that probably got them stacked up some warrants because of some things like that. I don't know. I'm just, you know, there's all kind of submissions somebody could make out of this, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it should be passed on to people that you say are like your sovereign community, the Morris community, anybody. Y'all need like a council that just let everybody know, look, on the street, stay on code. You know what I mean? Stay on code on some Neely Fuller shit. When the police pull you over, it's like, hey, it's on some cat and mouse shit, like an old little cat and mouse game. Okay, you got me on some cat and mouse shit. I'm going to go on and go to the jail. I'm going to go on and go through the process. They hit him with like a $4,000 bond, a $400 bond. So he, you know, hopefully he got out. You understand? But all of that, I know my rights. All of that, you can't do this to me. All of that is out the window when they stop you. This is prisoner of war time that we're dealing with. You understand? So I feel that it will be wise of our Morris and sovereign community, understand, to just let your followers and people who fuck with you and fuck with your concepts of making it around this bitch, that don't try that shit on the street. Because what they gonna say when you say you don't got no license, they gonna say, okay, well, we're gonna break your window. I mean, they're gonna do that shit. They're gonna WWE you around. They're gonna wrestle you around. They're gonna do all that shit, right? They're gonna go through all of that because we're in a race soldier climate in the street. If Moors and sovereign people, if y'all shine in the courtroom, tell your people that, look, don't bristle up in the street. Wait till we get to court so we can get these motherfuckers. If y'all know y'all law books, y'all know y'all Black's law, y'all know y'all common law like that. If y'all know all that shit like that, cool. Tell your people, look, in the street though, don't try it. If you ain't of the type of mind state to just shoot a cop in the motherfucking head after they pull you over for some shit, if you ain't the type to just, you know what I mean, then, you know what I'm saying, because that's the only thing they're going to be respecting is violence right then and there. If you ain't giving them that, it's cat and mouse. You got me. You beat me. I'm going to go on and go into the jail. I'm going to go on and go through the process. Then we're going to come back in the courtroom and get you and handle you this way. And we're going to bring all our brothers and everybody. Then y'all can gang up on them in court if y'all feel y'all can get the brothers and sisters off like that. Because out in the streets, you see what they're doing to us, okay? Is my point. The code is you're a prisoner of war. You see they WWEing us. You see they pumping bullets into us out here. This is what they doing, all right? So I wish that brother the best in that situation. I really just wanted to test this live out today and see how it went. You know what I mean? What up, Ho You On Nuts? What up, Asada Taught Me? Out there still, in the game still, out there in the world of the chat still. What up, Rich D? I see y'all in the chat. It's just I can't pull it up on this screen. Let me show y'all what the chat gonna look like when it get pulled up, though. Let me show you how it's gonna look. Y'all can check it out. That's how the chat gonna look, right? All of that's gonna be chat space, right? I got everything hooked the fuck up. Like, I took all yesterday to fuck with it. I got everything hooked up. So I don't know why it's not pulling up anything. It's just showing that it's not pulling through the feed. So I'm gonna have to work on it tonight. I'm gonna work on it. But this is how the chat is gonna look. You understand? And I want y'all to enjoy the new experience. Goddamn, you know what I mean? This is why I do this shit. I mean, your boy P, he working to get this shit to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. You understand? So, know that. But I can still see y'all in the chat down here. You know what I mean? I can still see y'all on my other screen. You understand? So is that. But anyway, I wanted to drop that quickly for y'all. And of course, don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit jumping. Go check out all the classics. The I don't like mayo. The I don't like the OK symbol. Since they say it's such an innocent thing. Since it's just the OK symbol. Yeah, well, I don't like it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing racist, white supremacist motherfuckers throw it up. And act like it don't mean white power. When we already know it mean white power. Right? Go check out all the classics on my Teespring. You know what I mean? I'll throw up the address again for y'all to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I'm getting used to these flipping through the screen. You see that down there. You see my shop at the Teespring. Check me out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when your boy be driving this shit. I'ma get it, y'all.